How's it going, everybody? This is Martin in Belvoir Auto Spa. I've got my CarPro Refuel coffee cup. It's a fun, cool coffee cup I ordered from Sky Car Care. Um, Anyways, we're back with another interesting video. Hopefully this helps some of you guys out, professional detailers and people just out there trying to save some money. First off, if you're not subscribed to the channel and you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing. I try my best to kind of come off as a unique detailing channel instead of reviewing the same old crap. I mean, not that it's crap. That's just my choice of words. I'm sorry. Same old stuff that everybody else is reviewing. I try to, keep it different. I also go into detail explaining, detail, right? I go into detail explaining products. I don't just say, hey, this is a product, this is how they say to use it, this is how to use it. No, I explain things a little bit. So, if you like that kind of stuff, consider subscribing to the channel. I've got plenty of content. If you look at my catalog of videos, I've got a whole load of videos. Very interesting stuff people seem to enjoy. Anyways, so we're back with more Superior Image products. I'm going to be reviewing all 4 of these ones today, which just leaves the Blue Thunder left, but it hasn't rained in Texas in like 3 months. Nothing significant anyways, so the cars haven't gotten dirty enough for me to test out Blue Thunder pre-soak. And then we've got these air fresheners over here. Air fresheners are kind of hard to review. I mean, you can't smell things through the camera. They do smell good, so if you're interested in sprayable air fresheners, they've got some, so definitely check them out. Everything else has been reviewed already. You can check my videos for those. But today, so we've got Superior Image. Now, I've said it in the past, and I'm going to say it again in this video. Superior Image is not another B&B blending clone of Adams Polishes company like I see a lot of companies are. And not that there's anything wrong with it. If that's how those companies operate, awesome, more power to them. Superior Image, which I know sounds like it may be a ripoff of Superior Products and Detailed Image. It's not. That's just the name they chose. They are a company owned and created by a company called Steel Image. Steel Image is a detailing chemical, car wash chemical supplier out of Arizona. They date back to a long time ago. A guy who was a school teacher was trying to make some extra money with somebody else he knew. He said his brother was a chemist. They came up with some chemicals. They started selling those to like local car washes and such. A detailer came, knocked on their door, and was like, hey, I heard you guys got good chemicals. I need like a gallon of soap. They're like, oh, we don't have gallons. We only have big drums. So they just started, pouring out into gallon containers for these guys. And, one detailer turned into 2, turned into 4. So they finally opened up a storefront, and then they launched their Superior Image line so that detailers had some chemicals they could get from them that weren't in giant jugs. And they also sell other brands. They sell CarPro, McGuire's, I believe. I mean, they're not just like, oh, you have to buy our stuff. You can buy other stuff from them. Website's going to be in the link below, superiorimage.com, I believe. There'll be links to Amazon for these as well if you'd rather order through Amazon. Anyways, so we'll go over pricing real quick. So Diamond Bright Cleaner Degreaser is $12.99 or $29.99 a gallon. Crush Power Citrus Cleaner Degreaser is $12.99 or $29.99 a gallon. Interior DG, I thought this was called Interior OG. Interior DG, which I'm guessing is for degreaser. Interior cleaner is $9.99 or $32.99 for a gallon. And then the Show Shine Detail Spray is $12.99 or $39.99 for a gallon. Keep in mind, guys, so if you can't tell by the title, these, including the detail spray, are all dilutable chemicals. These are not ready to use. Do not use these full strength. You're going to run into problems. This, probably going to be really hard to wipe off. These, probably going to be a little bit too strong for whatever you're cleaning. So, the other stuff I reviewed, other than the soaps, obviously are not dilutable chemicals. They're a little more premium. The ceramic stuff, the brake dust remover. I think that's it, yeah. And then the, the air fresheners, obviously. Now, these are dilutable chemicals. So, what makes that a good thing is, one, you get a lot more product out of this. I'll go over the dilution ratios in a second. 2, so for professional detailers, it's going to stretch your product a lot farther, save you some money. For people that might be detailing on their own, maybe you're just looking to save some money, save $1, and that'll help you out. So we'll go over these. These are all pretty straightforward products. This is a cleaner degreaser, high alkaline. This is a citrus-based cleaner degreaser. This is an interior, you know, safe on interior surfaces cleaner. And then this is a detail spray for your paint. Now, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so one thing I was going to mention is I noticed that these are high alkaline chemicals, right? At least I know this one is. I don't know the pH level of this. I'd assume that it's high alkaline. This is usually, you know, the purple degreaser is usually a little bit more stronger than these as far as aggression goes, and you know how, I guess, dangerous the chemical is. Not that it's really dangerous, but it can cause damage to like plastic surfaces and such. These are not what's known as HDPE bottles. HDPE stands for high density polyethylene. HDPE bottles are resistant. They're chemical resistant bottles to high alkaline. Acid chemicals don't usually damage these, but alkaline chemicals do. I have seen in the past alkaline chemicals eat through these bottles. Chemical guys and Adams learned the hard way. They didn't used to sell their alkaline chemicals in these type of bottles until they started having them, you know, break open. You know, they just leak through the bottom eventually. Like, you know, there's like a seam along the side of these bottles. It would break through the seam and it would leak everywhere. So they started using HDPE bottles. If you don't know what an HDPE bottle looks like, so here's an example. All 3D's bottles are like this. 3D, great company. It's got that frosted plastic look. You know, they're not clear. These are chemical resistant. You know, alkaline chemicals will not go through these bottles. So here your image. You guys are watching this. That's just something to keep in mind. I don't know if you've had issues with that thus far. I don't know if that was just an oversight, but I mean, you guys, I'm not going to tell you how to run your company. It's just an observation. Okay. All right, next thing's next. We'll go over each product. So Show Shine Detail Spray. This is just a basic detail spray. It smells really good. It says it strengthens wax coatings. I don't use wax myself normally. But here's the instructions. Dilute 1:1. Shake well. So this is going to get diluted 1:1. I'm going to keep this in the original bottle. I'm going to pour half of it into another bottle. Okay. Interior DG. Interior cleaner. So you got heavy dilution 10:1, medium 20:1, light 30:1. So I'm going to dilute this 10:1. I always like to keep it at the strongest dilution. That's just my personal. This leaked in shipping. They sent me these all for free, guys. I did order some products. There was a mishap where they sent me the wrong product. So just to make up for it, I guess, they just sent me a bunch of free products. So I appreciate that. But this is still going to be an unbiased review. Don't worry about that. But yeah, because citrus chemicals I noticed like to eat through the seals in the lids, and yeah, it caused it to leak, but not a big deal. It didn't leak that much. Okay, so this for general 20:1, spot treatment 10:1. Now I guess citrus products you can use on upholstery, so this would be good for like floor mats and such. I'm gonna dilute this. I'll do it 20:1 just so I can use it for general cleaning, I guess. Yeah, maybe I'll do it 10:1. I don't know. And these are really good for like exterior degreasing, you know, tires, engine bays, wheel wells, things like that. It's a really strong chemical. And we'll do heavy dilution on this 10:1. Okay. As far as smell, this is gonna smell like a degreaser, so I'm gonna smell good. You should not inhale this. This, I believe, just has a nice fresh scent. Still shouldn't necessarily inhale it. And I noticed I had this in another one of my chemicals. I don't know what that stuff floating around in there is. I don't know if that's just like a bottling issue or what. Didn't seem to cause a problem with, what was it? Yeah, that's the megafoam. You can see it in there. Like, oh, what is that? What is that stuff? I don't know. It's weird. Didn't affect it though, so whatever. This smells good. Not that you should spray it directly into your nose, but it's not toxic to inhale, which is good. So we got to get these all diluted, guys. Now, let me grab one of these handy dandy bottles. So I've got different dilution bottles in here. Normally for my big chemicals, I like to use these CarPro dilute bottles. I don't have any extra ones right with this, or this is just deionized water. But you can see it's got markings, you know, from 30:1 to 10:1 to 2:1. This one you fill up with water before the chemical though, which I like. We've got Chemical Guys dilution bottles. These are probably the easiest to find, probably maybe the cheapest. You fill them up with chemical and then your water first. So like this starts at 5:1, this one starts at 20:1 down at the bottom here. Thing I don't like about filling up with chemical and then water is it gets really foamy, but whatever. This is an HDPE bottle, this is not, so keep that in mind. Now when you dilute the chemical down, you don't really got to worry about it eating through the plastic. It's only when it's at full strength. I got another type of bottle over here if I can reach it. Oh god, I have to stand up. You get this from Advanced Auto Parts. Industrial sprayer. This has got purple power in it. Got your dilution ratios on the side there. This is all kind of messed up because chemicals leaked on it. Alright, you got these McGuire's generic bottles. You write whatever you want on there. McGuire's makes these ones. Got the markings on it. Superior Image also, they do sell kits where you can get this type of bottle with their label on it for dilution. It is HDPE, which is good. Alright, I think that's all I have for dilutable bottles. Now if you're wondering like how to measure your chemical dilutions, do a Google search of Chemical Guy's dilution chart. They have this really great handy dilution chart. It's got all your common dilutions, common bottle sizes, and it'll tell you exactly how much to measure. So keep that in mind. Now this I'm going to be using for a reference. I'm going to do all the measuring off camera though, but I'll be back here in a minute with all my chemicals properly diluted, and then we'll get started on this. Another thing worth mentioning is these handy little funnels that screw onto the tops of bottles. I'm using that as well. I'll have links to all that stuff below if you're interested. Okay, so we got all the chemicals more or less at the proper dilutions. Keep in mind guys, you don't have to be spot on. It's okay if, you know, it's off a little bit. Like, it's not going to be perfect. That's fine. I mean, if you want it to be perfect, by all means, but it doesn't have to be. If it's not, don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. Just get it as close as you can, okay? So I got these all diluted. I diluted them in these bottles. I dumped the rest out into another bottle. I put these in HDPE bottles just to make sure that the bottles don't leak over time. So we're going to demonstrate one by one. We'll start with the detail spray, then we'll do the interior cleaner, and then on a floor mat we'll test the degreasers out. Okay, so let's get turned around and we'll take a look at my car, and I'll tell you what, we'll do a fender with the detail spray. Alright, so I hope that's showing up well. It does say shake well, even though I just mixed it, but you know, we'll follow instructions. Make sure I flush the water out of here. There we go. Okay. Few sprays on the towel, few sprays on the panel. It smells pretty good. Now my car is ceramic coated, so I'm not going to see any difference in gloss and slickness, but this is what detail spray is for. Just clean your car down real quick. Not clean it, but you know, get dust off. See the dust that was on there? Flip it, buff it dry, and this stuff wipes off nicely. Very slick. Actually maybe a little bit slicker than the coating itself, which is good. So safe on ceramic coatings, I'd say so. Is it going to affect the hydrophobics? I don't know. I don't think it'll affect them that much if it does. You'll have to test it out and see. But again, this stuff, you know, I just happen to have a ceramic coated car. You can use this on anything. So if you don't have a ceramic coated car, this is perfect for cars that people use wax on. So they do make a ceramic detail spray for ceramic coated, but I mean, it's up to you. Use whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. Well, that's a detail spray. Smells really good. Works really well. 1-to-1 dilution. Next we'll do the interior cleaner. Okay, so for the interior cleaner, I've got it here diluted. What do I have it diluted? About 10-to-1 heavy dilution, so it's really going to make sure we get this clean. Make sure the trigger spray is good to go. I'm going to scrub it. This is the Autofiber Scrub Ninja. They have all kinds of, this just happens to be a star shape. They got all kinds of different shapes though. This is my preferred, so I'm going to spray some in the Scrub Ninja. Spray some on the seat. I haven't actually properly cleaned my car in a long time because I maintain it so well it doesn't really get that dirty. But as you can see, the cleaner foams up nicely. So that's good. That's really going to get the seat clean. And the Scrub Ninja is made for cleaning leather, plastic, vinyl. It's got these gentle but good little scrub things on it. You can see that they do a good job at scrubbing the surface gently without damaging it. Okay, now that that's clean, go ahead and wipe it off. And yeah, that's definitely dirty seat. Should you towel after. Make sure you get it all wiped off. You don't want to leave any chemical residue there. All right. Excuse me. Okay, so I don't know how well that shows up, but you can see, especially right around here, that's what I got off of that seat. It didn't look that dirty, did it? That's the clean side. That's the dirty side. So, interior cleaner, I'd say it works pretty good. Now, I'm going to get this floor mat out and we'll use the degreasers on there. Alright, so believe it or not, this is the first time I've actually ever cleaned this floor mat since owning this car for about a year. So, this has never been cleaned before. So we'll do one side with it, the other side with the other. So we'll do the orange one on this side. Make it a little cross-contamination. Okay, whatever. We're not really looking to see which one is better. I'm just showing how they clean. Okay, get a microfiber. Normally I'd be outside doing this. I could rinse it off, but I'm working inside, climate controlled. So this is how we're going to do it. Now if you wonder, these are the 3D Max Spider floor mats. I like these better than WeatherTech. As you can see, they come clean very easily. They look very nice. They don't get stained. So if you're looking for a new type of floor mat, floor liner, it's definitely a good one. Okay, now we will use this, the Diamond Bright on the other side. Remember, this is not full strength, these are diluted. I think the Orange Crush is about 20 to 1, this one's 10 to 1. The Orange Crush is going to be gentler on surfaces, but generally for floor mats it's not that big of a deal. And there we go, nice clean floor mat. I'd say it did a good job. You can put a dressing on this if you want to. I'm not going to, because I don't like dressings on my floor mats. But they came out clean. Does it look brand new? It looks a little worn, but I mean, it's been used. So this is the driver's side floor mat, so that's going to happen. But yeah, two pretty good products. They do exactly what you need them to. So anyways, get a good look at that. It's starting to dry off here. It's hard to say because this is where my foot is all the time, hitting the pedal. So this side's not going to get as dirty as this side, but it did a good job. They both did a good job cleaning. As for which one's better, Diamond Bright's probably stronger, I'm sure. But they're both going to work. Anyways, let's go in for our final thoughts. Alright, so final thoughts. Everything here works. It does exactly what it says it does. I didn't think it wouldn't. It's not like anything here is weak, like I was going to have a problem. It all works very well. Detail spray, it works great. Interior cleaner, as we saw, got the dirt off, and the interior, or excuse me, these cleaner degreasers worked very well on a rubber surface. So I am definitely happy with these. I'm sure you'd be happy buying these. Again, these are all concentrated. Now, degreasers usually come concentrated from most companies. Interior cleaners sometimes do, they don't always. Detail sprays, I've never seen one concentrated before, so I was surprised. So you're getting 2 for 1 in the detail spray, which is not the norm. Usually you get a gallon, it's all ready to use. So keep that in mind. This is not ready to use straight out of the bottle. You do have to dilute it, and you could probably play with your dilution ratios if you want to stretch it further, but I digress. These are all great products. If you're interested in them, check the links below. You can find them. And again, guys, if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. I'm sure you would as well, because you're going to get a lot of great content. And the Blue Thunder Premium Pre-Soak Snow Foam. Pray that we get some rain here in Texas so that the car gets dirty enough to really test it out. Because I want to stack it up against 3D and see how they go head to head. But other than that, guys, I hope you do enjoy this content. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below with your thoughts. Let me know. I love interacting with just about all my commenters, given that it's something I can respond to. But other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Keep them clean. Have a good one.